Hey guys, just got the new VM1000 yesterday, made by VMEG. Unfortunately it's raining, it's pretty soft out there, so we might be lucky, we might be able to take it for a drive down the road and maybe across the paddock and back, but it's pretty wet out there, we're not going to be able to do much. So I just thought I'd do a little bit of a walk around, show you some of the features of the thing. You'll notice it's pretty big, it's very tall, it's quite a large machine, it's right up there. So you notice the tracks are pretty beefy. I've mentioned these before in other videos, but just in case it's the first time you're tuning in and you're looking for more of a comprehensive review, I'll go over them again. You've got these big cone-shaped type tracks here, which is really handy because when the track does start to roll off, it still stays within this bevel here. So it should be pretty hard to derail, and you've got those right the way through. I really like those. Here's your track tensioners, they're all well sealed up, they have to come off, and there's your brake. I did notice the brake's only on one side, not both. Nice easy access to the oil there, that's nice and easy to check that. Servicing is pretty easy on it too, we'll get to that in a minute. You've got your Italian made quick couplers along here with your nice pressure release, that's pretty cool. Got your protective guard over this. Most of the points are greasable. It's not an excessive amount of grease. You do have these flat face grease zerks in here. They're actually the smallest ones I've ever seen, but they're not too bad to get grease into. I did those this morning. You do need to make sure you do these up tight. I've already lost one from when I was checking the engine out. I must have forgot to do them up tight. I might even swap these out for some rally style pins with the thing on a little chain, you know. Here's your safety bar. Everything's all nice and tidy up in here. These panels come out on both sides, and then you have this panel that comes off on both sides as well. So the oil filter is nice and easily accessible. That's not a big drama. Notice in here there's a big pipe in there. That's the oil drain. So I'll show you that on the other side. So that's really easy to do. So oil change is just a matter of moving that panel in there and accessing that big pipe there and cracking that nut, and it should just drain straight out the back. So having a look at that underneath, you just remove this guy here and that pipe's just there, so it's like a remote drain. Just want to point out the chassis. So it's basically just a chassis like you would have a proper four-wheel drive with a C, you know, like C-channel proper chassis. So that's what they've done. That's probably why it's so high. On a lot of the machines, these drives are bolted into the side of the machine, not sitting on top. So they put the whole cab on top of it like a chassis, which I really like, because if you had a problem, you could literally just separate the two. And they're both supported by some seriously sturdy H-beams right through their box sections. A pretty solid looking setup, to be honest. Nice and easy to work on too, so you can actually get under there if you need to, not that I think you need to with all that remote access. I think you can adjust the spring tension by adjusting these bolts if you needed to. It is pretty firm. You've got your counterweights, and your hydraulic drain is pretty bloody big. I think that might be a bit much. So I'll probably suck the oil out using an extractor and then just crack that at the end to get any residue out. Just having a nice look down those tracks for you. So this has the Danfoss drives in here, or Improv. They bought them out, same company. Nice tracks. Let's get up close and personal in the engine bay. There's the engine bay. It's nice with the light at the back. You can get right in there and have a look. Air filter up here. Oil fills back in there. It is a little bit harder to get at. I actually topped it up earlier, so there's a bit of oil there. The exhaust is nice. It's folded up and over, and you've got a little bit of protection there. It's nice stainless, big heavy duty, and it comes out the side here. Also notice you've got a pipe here, and you've got cold air or fresh air induction over here. I'm going to give that a start up for you in a minute. It sounds pretty herby, to be honest. I think if you're going to do any work on here, you'd remove these so you can get at the engine bay. Oil filters look like they're pretty easy, although I think you're going to make a mess at some stage. I've checked it all over. I don't see any loose bolts. I can't feel anything loose. Everything seems to be in good order. This whole front panel will remove so you can have access through there. I'll probably remove that to get at these oil filters because I reckon you're going to have to put a bit of weight on them to get them off. They look pretty heavy, so might as well just make it easy. The bonnet's pretty nice and sturdy. It's not overly sprung, so that's good. The engine bay up here, or the control panel station up here, this just clips down there like so. Just very standard, very industrial, nice bit of steel here, just simple gauges. I like it. There is a little bit of lag in the controls, but it's nothing to be too concerned about. And over here is your park brake. It's actually nice to use. It's got a nice heavy duty cable in here. It comes with a phone holder. I might actually even end up using that, and a cup holder. So just to give you a bit what it sounds like. You just leave it on idle there. Listen to that. It's actually got more intake noise than exhaust noise. So if we just give it a little bit extra. I think it sounds pretty herby. So that's mostly intake noise. Come around here, there's very little exhaust noise, to be honest. Chugga chugga chugga. There's your berth plate. I like how everything here is bolted on. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to show you guys. I suppose we could put the panels back on and take it for a drive, hey? Let's do that. Looks like the sun's come out, so we'll take it for a little bit of a spin down the driveway and back. So we just put the bucket on, so we've got a bit of front weight. Take it for a bit of a drive, eh? Fix this driveway soon. The problem is, when I fix it, all the people that visit my parents speed up and down the driveway. Tell you what, the speed's nice. Being able to just motor on down here. Just got the float feature on. I think I probably put it forward a bit too fast, a bit too hard, but how's that look? Good. Tell you what, float really makes this easy. Cleans that up nicely. Really. It's certainly very big. You're up really high. So how well does it climb up the hill? Bogged down a little. We don't exactly have it up at full bore either. They say to run it at 80%. 60% 60% really for the first 10 hours, and then 80% to 100 hours. It does travel up here nice, look. Changes directions. Come down here, clean up all this crap.